All right, Kevin, how are your titties?
My titties is great.
They sitting pretty.
What I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at this double chill I have, and it's irking me. Ugh,
No, you're
Every
crazy.
time I go
Disgusting.
forward, this thing, my head goes.
Yeah, I'm a shallow
look great.
man. Thank you.
I mean that. I
Thank
mean
you.
that. You got this like couple grays right here. I like it.
Yo, listen, I've been grayed out since I was
I like it.
18. 17? I had gray hair.
You've been grayed
found
out
my-
since you were 17.
Did I tell you I found my first one recently? It was
Where is
right
it?
Your
before.
pubes?
No, it was right here. It was like
Wow.
one of these, and we were going to my mom's engagement party. My mom's engaged.
Oh,
And I
dope.
pointed it out to my aunt, and she was like, "Come here a sec. I didn't want to get rid of it. I didn't care about getting rid of it." And she goes, "I just got this new stuff, and it's just like a powder that you put on your hair to make it like blend in."
Okay.
And she's like, "I got this stuff on Amazon for like $8," and I'm like, "There it goes." There was my first gray hair, and now it's gone.
now it's gone.
But it'll be back.
It'll be back soon.
Yeah.
I mean, how good is that powder?
It was great, and then
I
it
don't
probably
see it.
grew out. This is a couple
Oh.
weeks ago,
Ooh.
so it's probably gone.
Oh, you grew out the gray?
I mean, I don't know. It was one hair, so it probably blends in. I noticed it because I look at myself closely in a mirror often, more
Oh.
than the average, more than the another person would look at me. You know,
Never pass
You
a
know,
mirror
like-
without looking in it.
I always look.
Always.
Listen, I'm a fucking. I think I'm hot, so I always take a look. Listen, if there's a mirror near me and I'm about to leave the house,
Me too.
I'm gonna be late.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, yeah.
buildings are mirrors in this city.
Yeah,
There's a reason
that's
we're
true.
here.
That's
There's
the
a
reason why I
we're here,
lost weight.
okay?
Yeah.
That's the reason I kept turning. I'm like, who is that guy?
That was exactly what happened on the street today. I saw a little fat, like, Hispanic guy. I was like, Kevin!
And that
I was
guy
like,
went,
oh, no.
he thought I was some other fat guy.
Yeah, I was like, yay, we're both late for the show.
Yeah.
Yes, that's hot. That's hot with Sabrina Piper and Natalie DeCicco. Welcome, you guys.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello. We are joined today by the very funny, the very cool, the very young and graying, but
Y'all get
chic,
great.
Kevin Sanchez.
What's up, y'all? I'm happy to be here.
I'm so
It's a
glad to
pleasure
see this
be
guy.
here.
It's hard to contain how happy I was to talk to you today.
Oh,
I,
fuck
I
yeah,
really
dude.
mean that.
Natalie was very excited.
I miss this guy.
I see
used
you
to-
more often.
A little
Yeah.
bit. We've seen each other a lot
yes,
more recently.
Yes. So, and Natalie was like, I miss him. And I was like, oh my God, a hot dad just hit on me. When I was with Kevin, we have to talk about it.
Do I know about this hot
Oh my
dad?
God.
Let me tell you something.
This is a
So-
different hot dad.
You don't get there's a difference between titties and ass.
Yeah.
Titties,
Profound.
titties will make a motherfucker turn around and do some egregious shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was straight egregious.
Yeah.
This like me and Sabrina, we spoke in a joint, we did our sets, hilarious. You know,
great,
this
killed
girl's
it.
working, she's killing it. She comes outside, and we just shooting the shit, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm with her. And I ain't gonna lie to you, when a guy he stops. I'm sorry, I'm gonna look.
We got
You
to.
can
We have to.
demonstrate,
We have
you
to
can
recreate
demonstrate.
it. We were standing like this.
Like-
Right.
Kevin is where you are right
Right.
now. I'm here. We're
Right.
passing the joint back and forth.
shooting the shit, having fun, talking about our
Yeah.
sets.
You would think a man and woman standing together, they're probably together.
Or
Nah.
at the very least, you can't rule out that they're not together.
Sure.
You know?
Yes.
This man didn't give a fuck. He saw these beautifully perky tits. He looks, he pretends to be cool, turns around, stops, makes a whole head turn, and just stares at her titties.
Like a cartoon dog with its tongue falling out of
my
its
man,
mouth.
Oh.
my man was crazy.
That's
he was
egregious.
egregious
Wanting
with
it.
The,
Yeah.
He was
the
wanting
unmitigated gall.
Yeah.
Bro. And then I'm
Yeah.
over here like maybe he thinks I'm gay or something.
Yeah.
Like maybe he thinks I'm her best friend. This is
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, all right. So I'm paying no mind. I'm like, that was crazy.
That was crazy. And we both catch it. We're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt bad. I'm like, damn, this happens to her. It must happen to her a lot.
And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And
it
then she
does.
had a shirt. What was your shirt?
My shirt said, your dad is my cardio.
I knew it was going to be
Say it
that
again.
one.
Say it again.
Your dad is my cardio.
Let me tell you
She
something.
sent this to me and said, I'm buying this.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. If I was drinking
Uh-huh.
and I saw not Sabrina, because Sabrina's a comedian, and I try
Mm-hmm.
my hardest not to flirt with comedians.
But I'm perfect, so you would otherwise.
But if I was a regular Joe and I saw
Yeah.
her wear that shirt, I walk up to her with my gray hair and I'm like, "What's up?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
got
yeah,
I don't got
Mm-hmm.
children, but I'll make some just so that shirt could be true. Like,
Yeah.
I would have wilded out.
Yeah.
Oh my
I would have
God.
crashed out.
Yeah.
I'll go
That's
get a
a
baby
good
mama.
one. That's
good.
That's a good one?
That's a
good.
really
That's a
good
good
one.
one?
That would
Good.
have
That'll work. That'll work.
worked.
I believe you.
Yo, bro, like,
But
so
Oh, yeah.
So what does this man do?
What
Like,
does he do?
We
Right.
think he's away from our lives. I'm like,
we think
"Man,
he's gone
I think
forever.
gone." I go back into the bar. All the comedians are there. They're all hanging out. And I turn, and this man is buying Sabrina drinks. Mm-hmm. But I
He
didn't
has
even
a
see-
martini.
Has a martini.
He's sat
it.
at the sports bar.
What did we think of him while buying drinks?
Yeah, what do you got to ask
I
me?
thought it was incredible that I said, "Oh, you're here,"
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah."
You're like, oh, that guy that just did that cartoonish thing to me outside.
And
Wait,
he
what
was
did
like-
he tell you?
He
said
asked
some
me-
wild shit to you,
He
right?
did, and I sent it to you. He said, "I love your shirt. My daughter would love it too. Where'd you get it?"
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. How old is this man?
He was probably like 54.
54, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Let me ask you
56.
some more questions. What
Ask me.
race, nationality, what do you think he is?
Oh, the whitest of the white.
He's the
from-
whitest of the white
He's
man,
like
right?
from Long Island, somewhere in Long Island.
Island, right?
He was going home after a long day.
Absolutely.
Now, are you single?
Yeah.
Okay, you single. Now, in my heart of hearts, is what I hope happened.
Okay.
I hope he has your Venmo.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I hope he has your Cash App, your
Yeah.
Zelle, and you're like, yo, daddy, like, baby girl needs to get it on. Baby girl needs to go to the Hamptons.
Daddy
Yeah.
didn't even get me a martini.
Not even a martini?
Not even a martini.
Damn, you know what
Oh, he's buying himself martini.
He bought himself a martini. He was sat with the martini, but didn't get one for Breenie.
Wow.
No weenie.
Don't like that.
Damn.
Don't like it.
Damn. I mean, listen, to his credit, I like that for him.
I like that for him too.
For him?
He's like, I just saw some great tits and now I'm talking to her
And I'm having
I
a
have
martini. And I'm not gonna get her a drink. I'm just gonna stare at her tits for free.
And even better, he said not only stare, but he said, "This is great. Yeah, can I take a picture of this for my daughter?" And I said, "Of course you can, but you have to send it to me." And that he did,
Incredible.
because he wouldn't airdrop it. Of course. There we
Of
were.
course, he
that-
wouldn't airdrop it so he would
He
get
wouldn't
your number.
airdrop it, of course, so he could get my number.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I said, "Let me do you one further. Let me give you the link to the T-shirt for your daughter."
Incredible.
I'm gonna
and
tell
I-
you
I
something
Shout out
right now.
TikTok shop.
I can't wait to meet his daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna bring her in.
I did say to him, and I was like, "Oh, for your daughter," and he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Wow, should I get it? Like from the new mommy? That's pretty
Yo.
nice." Like, I was like, "Can I get it for your
We've
daughter?"
actually unlocked the new way for dudes to get pictures of women's tits.
Yeah.
You go, "Hey, I love your shirt. My daughter, wife, girlfriend would love it. Can I take a picture of it?" And you take it just straight up chest.
Straight up. And then you
Yeah.
have the plausible deniability
Yeah,
of
of
being
course.
an old man.
Of course, and you know what you're doing.
You
Yeah.
don't know what you're doing.
And
You don't
it's
know
for
how to
your
act
daughter,
out
you're
here.
right. Oh yeah.
And it's for your daughter.
Yeah.
Daughter. Actually, what he said to me when he said that, I was like, the first thing I said, I was like, "Your daughter would love a shirt." I was like, "Your daughter would want a shirt."
You want to
that
give
said-
your
Yeah.
daughter a shirt that says that she's fucking somebody else's dad? Sorry,
Your
it
dad
took
is
me a
right.
second to
Yeah.
work it out in my head.
You were like, "I'm gonna cut you off from the bit and then forget it."
Let me tell you something.
We got there.
What's crazy is like, is either he's the best dad in the world and has the best relationship
real.
with his daughter,
Yes.
or he's just too on the nose with his daughter.
He's a little. He knows a little too much.
He knows a little too
Or it's a
much.
different type of
and-
daughter.
And he's ruined.
Oh yeah.
And he's
not
I didn't even think of that.
oh, like a stepdaughter.
No,
Oh,
like,
I didn't think of that.
I didn't think of that.
Ooh,
I just meant like a young chick that calls him daddy.
I thought of that too, but now I'm thinking a hot stepdaughter.
A hot
I
stepdaughter.
put hot in
That's
front of
usually
it too.
they don't usually say daughter though. They usually go
What did it say?
kitten,
Well, it's-
baby girl.
Oh.
Like they go like if
Muffin,
they're
why
not.
do they do that?
They exactly.
Oh,
They
oh, you
wouldn't.
talking about when they're
When it's
sugar,
daddy.
when they're sugar.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's not gonna say my
Oh.
daughter.
That's
That's
true.
not what that was.
Oh.
So this could be a step.
It could be a step. It could be a step in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I think it is.
His number
for
is a
sure.
516, so we know it's Long Island.
That's
For
funny.
sure.
Yeah.
516.
I guess I could call him right now.
I
That would be great. We've
got-
been doing calls in the past few weeks.
We have. It's also a dead zone down here.
Oh, it is.
You know that
What can I
that's
do?
the one thing we like prank call him by accident where we call and then it drops immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah. I hope that guy is crushing it right now.
He's definitely
I hope
crushing
so. I mean,
something.
he's
His
doing
daughter's
something.
pussy is getting crushed. She's getting cardio
Hopefully
in.
not by him.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
I did say I was like, it's a good thing it doesn't say my dad is my cardio.
oh my God.
You're like your daughter needs that one clearly.
Yeah. Oh.
Hate it.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm getting married to him, and
Oh, that's sweet. Can I be invited to the
of
wedding?
course,
Yeah.
you're the ring bearer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a ring bearer.
Okay, you want to be the flower girl?
Nah. Oh, I wouldn't mind.
That's
but
cute.
I think I would like to be. I like to be the guard. I like to be like a security.
Oh, the guard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
I
guess.
I feel like you got a couple of crazies out there.
Definitely got a couple
yeah.
crazies.
Show up to the wedding.
Definitely. I'm sure.
100%.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would pay you to jump someone.
Do you think you would get married?
Yeah, I could definitely see myself getting married a couple of times. Probably.
A couple times.
couple-
She said that on the show before. She's like, this sounds bad to
You
say,
think?
but I can see myself
Oh, yeah?
getting. Didn't you say that on the
I
show?
guess I have.
You were like, this
What's the
might
truth?
sound bad, but I can see myself getting married more than once.
I can. I can see myself being a total idiot and like getting married in like Vegas or something, and then I can
Yeah.
also seeing myself like planning.
I could tell you. I tell you this.
Versailles.
I could see myself getting married, divorced, and remarrying the same person.
Same person.
Oh, I could see myself doing that too.
I have to say, I have so much judgment for people that do that, which I should not. I should absolve judgment. I'm like, they
It's-
found themselves again, but then I'm like, when they do it again, I'm like,
Now the second wedding though, we're not
Yeah.
doing it for real.
right, you're just
No.
you're just living together again.
We're just basically it's gonna be like
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
Juan Dixon, Robin Dixon, Real Housewives of Potomac type of thing.
yeah. I don't know what that reference is, but yeah.
Nobody else in this room besides me does.
Yeah. You did a Q&A recently and you were like, help entertain me on the flight.
Oh,
Ask me some
yeah.
questions and I go, what's your favorite like city for new Real
Oh,
Housewives?
yeah, why
And you're like, why did you send me that? I'm like, I don't know. I was just giving you fodder for your Q&A.
That
you
was
know?
so funny. Yeah, you were like, I'm just helping or whatever.
Because
and I
it's
was like,
everyone's like, where are you going for comedy next? And it's like, that's not a fun question.
no,
to
they're
answer.
asking how tight my pussy is.
Well,
they're asking.
and
the
you're not
size.
answering those.
And how
I
would
know.
How would you even answer that question?
I don't know. Fingers?
Maybe.
Isn't that?
Tight enough to
Like, I've never had more than 2 fingers.
Yeah, you're
in
right.
me.
You got to be funny with it. You got to be like
Yeah.
tight enough to.
tight enough to.
To pop out.
You
You
guys
ever heard of a Chinese finger trap?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Someone said I was watching a show on gasdigital.com today, talking to the chat, and someone was like, 42C.
Tits?
Is that how big they are about me? Because it was my show.
Oh
And
my
God.
God.
Do
Your
you know what a
breasts?
42 is?
That's crazy.
That
That's
is crazy.
Yo, that dude jerks
These
off
are
too much in the basement.
virgins.
No, I think the opposite. These are virgins. Someone who just knows that a bra size is a number and a letter and just never put it together like what the number means.
Whoa, yeah.
What
do you-
what does the number mean?
The number
It's
is
the
this
inches
part.
around of your
The band
your
on the
breast,
bottom.
Yeah. So he was like,
So if
he's
you're
like, you're a
42,
big
it'd be like,
fucking
you're
bitch, right?
This
Oh, he was calling
He's
you
like,
Big
nah.
Mama. He was calling you Big Mama.
big
That's
mama,
big
but,
mad.
but like small, medium
Yeah.
tits for
Small-
someone that big.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I just saw a girl like that
That's
today
sad.
walking.
That's sad.
Yo, New
Plus,
York
park
is so
hoppers.
intimidating, bro.
Why?
New York has the most beautiful people on the planet.
So
bro.
true.
It
Yeah.
is so crazy. Even our uglies are beautiful.
Yep. In the summer, everyone's out.
Everyone's out.
Nips, dicks.
Nips out.
Nips, dicks.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I saw. This was like embarrassing, but no one saw it. I did what that guy did to you. I saw a man on a bike who I thought was so hot that I watched him bike off and I stepped in dog poop.
No, you didn't.
Swear to God.
Oh.
Yo, how hot was this guy, bro?
This guy was
Oh.
hot, but he was also my type, where he had like dark
Oh,
curly
he's,
hair
like,
and
gay.
glasses and tattoo sleeves.
Oh.
And like
wow.
kind of muscular.
Oh.
Damn.
He was hot.
She said my type. I'm like thinking like Harry Potter.
Well, yeah, this is hair. I described dark hair and glasses, didn't I?
Yeah.
Dark hair and
but, like-
glasses, but then
but, like,
muscular and with tattoos.
Tattoos.
Muscular.
But you know what though? That's
tattoos.
like if Harry Potter was invented today, if they made a movie
Yeah,
today, that's
yeah.
what that would be.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's so funny. I was talking to Mike recently, and he said, I've noticed a lot of people reading on the subway recently, and he's like, now, to be fair, a lot of them, have like 7 rings on each finger and like huge wire-rimmed glasses, and I'm like, you can say it, bisexuals. I won't be offended.
Man, I'm trying to stop looking at women in New York.
Yeah?
I'm trying. Not
Why?
be-
Because you're getting caught?
No, I don't care if I get caught.
Right.
If I get caught looking, I'm
getting
admiring.
creepy.
I'm not creepy with it. Like,
You're just like, I'm admiring from afar. I'm
but
not
then-
gawking.
yeah, I'm not. But then I'm like, I don't want to look at these people no more.
You've had it?
I'm kind of done. And you know what it is? I want to
What?
leave New York. I want to leave New
Oh.
York. And I gotta start programming. You ever left New York for real, for like
Yeah.
a few months?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. There's a lot of Uggos out there. There's a lot of cities with straight Uggos.
Yeah.
Like I've been blessed to live in this city.
Yeah.
Because the most beautiful people are in New York. I don't give a fuck. I've been to LA. They don't hold up.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're all injected.
They look like a big science experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In New York, it's just people living out their teenage dreams as adults, and they're doing it the best. They're making good money.
Yeah.
They're living with each other. They're making it all work out,
Yeah.
and they're just hot people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just hot. I am tired of going to different cities. I didn't know. I
What?
didn't know you were allowed to have an ugly wait staff.
That's so funny.
I had no idea. And then I left New York and I'm in Pennsylvania. And I'm like, oh no.
That's so
Why
fucking
you
funny.
Snaggletooth can come to your table.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
Yo,
Not good.
Not good.
Not good.
Unappetizing.
Get me a future artist now.
Yeah.
One who's preferably starving themselves.
We need, I would argue, on the other hand, to play devil's advocate, we need middle of the road people serving food and
That's
coffee.
what the bus boys are for.
Yes.
I just feel like
food and coffee.
anytime I see a hot barista, I'm like distracted.
No, the baristas have to be really gay, or like we don't know what they are. They have no gender.
Right.
They have nothing. They have no sexuality. Like they just make coffee.
Well, they do have sexuality, and that is all of them.
I don't like
Yes.
I don't like a happy barista. I like a
No,
I
they
like
have
a,
to
I
be
like a mean
angry.
barista so I don't have to tip you.
Yeah.
yeah.
I usually don't tip. There.
I usually don't tip either, but this sometimes they're so
I
good at
tip,
their job.
unfortunately.
Yeah, which is kind of how it should be, you know? It's like you're
Yeah.
just so above and beyond that I have to give you more money because you're crushing it.
But then I heard they make $65,000 a year, and then
Oh,
I was,
okay. I just saw that. I just saw
where?
that
Baristas.
online. I just saw that.
Starbucks? Or
Nope.
everywhere?
No. The
Like
private
local
ones.
coffee shops.
They make like 60 because they
Yeah.
I don't
only
make
work
that
there.
Yeah.
here, and I'm salaried.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, time to be a barista.
Yeah.
It's,
I don't think I
it's
could
true.
do it.
I just got rejected from Cha Cha Matcha. Okay, there's a lot.
Oh, no.
Things aren't going great, guys.
What they do? They looked at your podcast.
I have
This
no
chick, yo,
idea,
this
but
lady's
they
crazy.
rejected me. Machino rejected. I got so many rejections. Max and I applied for this. Okay, Max, producer Max.
Shut up.
We applied.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Max. You're the wall. We applied for the same exact job of being a
Uh-huh.
substitute teacher
No.
on the same day.
No.
And this motherfucker got it,
No.
and I got waitlisted. And he started yesterday, was drunk at 1 a.m, and went this morning, and he was like, I get to teach the kids. And I was like,
No.
they still waitlisted me.
Oh
Wait,
my
This feels
God.
like college
Are
all over
do
again.
you want to?
I was gonna
I
ask
just
that
need a
too.
job.
yeah.
You need a job.
Okay, I'm
okay.
fantastic with children. What was that reaction from you both?
Well, let me tell
No,
you
I
something.
just don't get why.
no.
Well,
Yeah, that's too
high
early.
schoolers.
Yeah.
What?
Waking up in the morning and being
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna work all day, and then I'm also
then
gonna do
wait,
comedy
high
at
school?
night until 3 in the morning.
I guess I didn't think about that. I guess
a
it was
public
lot.
school or
early.
private school?
Oh my god. I don't know. It was like
I don't
public
know
school.
if it matters.
Public? No, that matters
I guess.
because
It does matter.
Because public school, I'm gonna tell you this. Surprisingly, I think it'd be a better fit for you. Private school, those girls are mean.
I know.
Yeah.
I grew up with them.
they
You
would
think I want to
search-
go back?
They would
Yeah.
search your shit up, and then they'd be like, "Look at this bitch."
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be watching
They're-
this show
they're
right
scary.
now if you see you.
They're scary.
We
I'm not
see
gonna
you.
lie. Last weekend was in Southampton. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, how
could
was
not,
that?
Could not go into the Brandy Melville. They were scary.
Yeah, they're
They swarm
scary
it.
in there.
They swarm it. They swarm.
They
were
go,
like,
haha, some people
What's that?
can't fit through the
Brandy
door. It's a
Melville.
brand for like
it's all one size.
tween teen girls, but it's only one size, which is an extra small, but it says one size.
Oh, some of them are small. You know, they're really
Some of them
good
are
for my
small.
basics and like whatever. Okay.
I've had
I've
one
heard this.
shirt
Is this
that
like
has
American Girl?
con-
No, no,
Kinda,
no. 'Cause
but
the
it's
American
clothes
Girl,
for
you
real
have to dress
people.
up. Yeah. It's like there's no dolls involved in this.
Also, weirdly coveted clothing for bad quality.
Yeah, it's really bad now. You have to read the labels, but
It's-
if it's made in Italy or
Yes,
something, but if
yes,
it's
yes,
not,
yes.
then it's crappy.
And they make
You're like,
the
oh,
they make the
No,
doors
no, I'm into
thinner
this.
they're-
so that only skinny girls can go
Now you're
in.
lying.
Swear to
that's,
God.
that's a real thing.
Wait,
don't
what about the dads who pay for all this?
That's
don't-
funny.
That's funny. They
That's
got to
why there's
wiggle
a double
through.
door.
They
There's
got
a
to
double
wiggle
door
through.
for the fathers.
That's
I
their
have no
whole thing.
idea, but I know that there was at least because they were like under fire for that.
Oh yeah, and also it's like mostly like take a card and
You know what I like about
in your
them?
way.
They don't
What's
give a
that?
fuck.
No, they
they don't give a
Right.
fuck.
And
'Cause
they're
like-
like weirdly into Ayn Rand. You know Ayn Rand, the writer?
Yeah.
She was talking about like libertarian.
I didn't know
stuff,
they were
like,
weirdly into it.
John Galt, which was the alternate
Yeah.
name,
Yeah.
was a character in a book that she wrote.
Wow.
It's like deep cut. Very
That's
weird.
crazy. I
You
have
just said
so
a bunch
many.
of words
So there's this
that I don't understand.
So there's this lady that wrote these really thick, dense books.
About?
All sorts of stuff. Most of them take place in New York. I only read The Fountainhead, and it was about architects in the 20s in New York, but it's pushing this very like libertarian ideology. And I know what that is because I work for Dave Smith. And it's very dense. And you know, like Atlas Shrugged is like the other big one that people read, and it's like only academics read it.
Okay.
You know?
And they have it at the
I
stores?
would go
No,
really
the-
into
whoever
it. But,
made
you
it-
know.
Whoever made it was a fan. And so he or she, I don't know who invented Brandy Melville, but I don't know if it was a guy that did it.
I'm gonna guess it's a guy.
I know, but you never know with stuff like that. Like it seems like
I'm
the
just
type of
gonna-
shit that
It's
some.
just a guess.
You're probably right.
It's just a guess.
You're probably right. You're probably right. Was a fan. Made one of the side brands named after a character. It's just weird. It's like why is there a connection to like Gen Z hot girl clothes and the Fountainhead, you know? It's
Well,
weird.
As somebody who was a brandy girl for a week, 10 years ago, I will tell you now I know Silvio Marsan, established in Italy.
Yeah.
It was made by a man,
I know.
of course. Oh,
I know. When you said
now
Silvio.
she knows.
No, when you said Silvio, I got it.
My father worked at Brandy Melville, like really high up. Contains a lot in here. Okay, Reddit, we'll get to that later.
Cool. Very good. It's just weird.
Of course it's made by a man.
Yeah.
And it's all, not to say you guys are creepy, but
Man, everybody creepy.
I mean,
Everybody a little creepy. Like, you know what's crazy, bro?
Lex did
I'm
well
looking-
for a while for a reason.
Lex?
Lex Wessner,
I don't even know
dear
who that
friend of the
is.
show, my friend. You know Lex.
Lex Western. Sounds
Lex Western.
familiar.
He he loaned a bunch of money to this guy Jeff Epstein and started his career.
Got it. Cool.
Is that the guy that gave him
That gave him
a
all
$80
the
billion
money. Oh, yeah.
condo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not
That's him.
condo, townhouse.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the creator of Victoria's Secret. Well, not the creator, but he.
Now that they got
Victoria's
somebody in my community I like the I don't want to say the movement, but I want to say like whatever this whole thing is happening where like they got my man Sharp, they got Unk, right?
It's rough.
They got Shannon Sharp. But I
They got
gotta
Shannon
say
Sharp. They got
something.
Shannon Sharp.
I'm gonna say something.
Okay.
After you made, Kinks is for poor people.
What do you mean they got him?
They got him.
They
What did he do?
basically, well, they kind of ruined his
Okay.
career.
All right. Yeah, we have to break it down.
Please.
You know about it?
Of course, I know about it.
You hit
I'm
it with the
very
deets.
excited. Thank you. This is very exciting.
Okay.
So this is a rough day for you, Natalie, because your favorite Shannon Sharp has
Right.
gone down.
I know. You know why I know him?
This is your why?
Because I used to work for Godfrey. Continue.
Okay. Did he ever come in?
No, but they talked about the episode where he had
With
Cat
Cat
Williams on a lot.
Okay. Well, that's how he made his money, and that's how he lost it all too, and that's how he offered this $10 million. That's what I'm thinking. So our dear friend Shannon Sharp is no
Right.
longer with us because he's irrelevant now because he's broke. He was caught on tape having sex with Michelle, cheating on his woman
Okay.
months ago
Okay.
after the Cat Williams video comes out.
Right.
Now, more time goes by.
Nothing
This
wrong with that,
20
by the
Yeah,
way.
I was
nothing
gonna
wrong with
say-
that. So you're a cheater, pumpkin eater, and you like to sprinkle your dick. Who
Wait,
cares?
who said
Yeah,
he's
who
a cheater?
cares?
Who said Uncle's a cheater? He's not married. Why are you doing this?
Because there was a thing. He was, Michelle. Michelle was a little,
Oh wait, no, Michelle was cheating. Isn't she married?
Michelle was with somebody. Anyway,
So Unc is innocent.
He's
Unc-
innocent.
Unc
He's
just-
the other man.
He's just the other
no,
man.
he was cheating on his girl too. We can't just throw away what
But
he
we
was
don't
doing.
know if he's. All right, go ahead.
So that's fine. So we know he's a dick sprinkler, and then comes
I wish
in.
that could be the title.
This
Dick sprinkler.
It can be. This then comes in this 20-year-old,
19.
19-year-old girl.
Okay.
White.
Legal.
white.
No.
Legal.
Huh?
Yeah.
Creepy, but legal.
Sure.
Yes. On the creep factor, yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Shan Sharp is, I think,
56?
Oh, Jesus.
56, but he looks like a 32-year-old man. Like, the
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
is
he's
a
he's
good-looking
Yeah.
diesel. I mean, muscles on top of muscles.
Yeah.
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 And he is an ex-NFL superstar.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Super Bowl winner. Money in the bank.
Right.
Not anymore.
He still has money.
I think he's.
So,
You think he's
so
So new Michelle comes along. Michelle 2.0. Let's call her. Let's call her.
I don't even know her name. But
We
I
don't know her name. Oh, we know her name now. But let's call her Michelle number 2.
Okay. I mean, we can look up her name. real quick.
And Michelle number 2 had at first a consensual relationship with Shannon, and
Uh-huh.
then after a while things turned different. Take it away, Kevin.
Well, she says I'm assuming you're implying that it became non-consensual, correct?
As what has come out now.
As what she's saying. But when I'm hearing the audio, I'm listening to this shit. I'm like, damn, you couldn't see this from afar.
No.
She's setting you up, cuz.
uh-huh.
Well,
So-
here's my thing. Sorry to cut you off.
That's your show, baby girl.
Thank you. The reason why we know about her pain and trouble of wanting his black babies in her, which she said.
Uh-huh.
She said or he said?
She said that, I thought.
She said that? I thought it was him.
In the heat of the
No,
moment or afterward?
No. He said, no, hold on. No, he said, I'll put a big old black baby in you. That's so crazy, bro.
So is that true? He said that and not her.
I thought it was her.
No,
we
no,
have to
no,
play
no,
this
no,
audio. We
no.
have to get somebody to play this
It
audio.
is kind of
You
a-
have it?
Yeah, we have to pause this and I'm gonna get it right now somehow.
That's okay. We'll make it work.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Well, while you get, I could talk,
Right.
Yeah.
right?
That's what
So
I'm saying.
this is what after you make, if you're in the public eye, you make over $500K a year. You are no longer allowed to have kinks with anybody. One within 10 years. This is just the rules I'm coming up with now.
I like it. I like it.
If you're 15 years older than them, and they're not in their 30s, you're not allowed to have kinks with them.
Yeah.
If matter of fact, the only one that's grandfathered in because he knows how to do it already is Leonardo DiCaprio. If
He
you are
been doing
just
it.
coming into this kind of fame and money, you're not allowed to do it because you don't know how it works. Unless you're gonna hit up Leo.
Yeah.
The second thing is what?
I found it.
You found it?
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
So-
sorry. Keep going.
I really do believe like after a certain amount of money, you just can't have kinks with people who are not your wife or your husband
Right.
because that's just gonna come out.
Yeah. I agree. I was going to say people who are on your level of fame who get it. Because them, I think, would
I
also
only
want
have
to
one thing to
preserve
add.
an amount of themselves also.
But sure, that's a good rule. If they're on your level of fame,
Yeah.
you've seen me do this joke about Leonardo. Have you seen me do this? I'm doing a bit about Leonardo DiCaprio where I'm kind of like, yo, that's the coolest shit you could ever do.
Yes, perfect example.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes,
This
I
is the
have seen this,
You're
and
not
yes,
gonna
perfect
tell
example.
me that this is not the coolest shit you could
Yeah,
do with a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
It's fuck somebody half your age.
Right.
Right? It's just a stupid premise, but it's
Right.
like interesting to me because, yo, back when I was growing up, it was like first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women.
Okay.
Hey, not everybody get the power and the money at 24.
No.
It's true.
Not everybody do. So then you're 50.
Right.
Yo.
He did, though. He'd been acting since he was like 18 years old.
Who? Leo?
Leo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he. Damn,
And
I
he
don't want-
stuck with it.
No.
He stuck with the same age women that he was fucking
one
back
of the,
then.
One of the lines is that I'm trying to work is you can't ask him to fuck a 50-year-old somebody his age anymore.
Right.
He hasn't had to
Do that ever.
do that. Not only, well, yes, he did at one point, and then he said, "I'm gonna stop here."
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, this guy hasn't had to make a concession since Gilbert Grape when it comes to the
Yeah.
people he fucks.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is? Now, with Shannon,
I bet he didn't even have to do it then.
I'm gonna
Go
say
ahead,
this
go ahead.
the one thing about Leo, because we're all wearing these.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've heard from girls like when I used to model, like other models that fucked him. I've never even met this guy, of course. But other girls who fucked him
Mm-hmm.
wore headphones. Like he wore headphones.
while fucking,
He wore headphones,
wore
while
headphones.
fucking them.
Wait.
Gay.
He wore
Wait,
headphones.
hold up. What?
He like, yeah.
How many women told you this?
I know like 3.
3
Three.
women?
That's a
that I
crazy
can
amount.
say for sure they're definitely not lying.
Headphones. I
That-
gotta know what
they're
that
hot
means.
enough.
That reads gay to me.
That rings
This
gay.
was years ago. Again, like probably
What's he listening to in there? He's trying to block him out.
15 or 16, something like
2015,
that.
2016.
But yeah, this is going back. I mean, this is kind of like New York City lore. But that
Damn.
motherfucker's gay.
no. We're not
I
gonna.
don't think he's gay.
He's gay. And now let me tell you something else. And here's why we don't know most of the other things and why I know those things from the fun times.
Right.
Because of a beautiful thing that our friend Shannon didn't do, which is a non-disclosure
Disclosure
agreement.
Mm-hmm.
An NDA.
Yeah.
An NDA.
Yeah.
As a celebrity, if you are going to do that, you have a list of NDAs at your door for people to sign
Yeah.
when they come in and out. When you're out, pull them out.
I'm gonna be real with you. If I walked into a celebrity's door and immediately you gotta sign an NDA, I'm walking out.
You're like, I'm getting assaulted.
That's fine.
I'm walking out.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to start putting them at my apartment.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing it in my
Your
place.
apartment?
Uh-huh.
What
Exactly.
the fuck are you doing in there?
Oh, you don't even know. Maybe I'm putting headphones on myself. You don't
Yeah.
know. NDA. That's why, because I never want. Who knows? Nobody ever.
Oh my goodness, that's so crazy.
I'm running a cult.
No, but if you are, if you are Leo, you are Shannon, you gotta the NDA.
So that's how the Shannon story ends?
No.
Well,
this is not ending.
But here's the thing, though. She also hired.
I mean, where are we at right now?
They're about to go to court.
They're about to go to court for $50 million.
Okay.
But
He
she's
offered,
not gonna.
he offered her $10 million
Now
to be quiet.
here's the issue.
Yeah.
Never offer the money.
Never offer the
No,
money and
you
never
wait.
put in writing.
Because in my head, if you offer the money to me, and I'm even if he's innocent, there's some level
No,
of
guilt.
Yeah.
right? Now that's not fair to say, obviously, because I've heard somebody say, no, the reason why you offer the money is because you're about to come into a bigger bag. And
No.
you don't want. But then I'm like, yo, this is today's day and age. This ain't the 90s. This
Yeah.
ain't the 2000s, early 2000s.
1,000%.
That's just coming out, and everybody gonna
Yeah.
know you
Yes.
did that shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Completely.
Like we're
And-
talking about it.
Yeah.
You
And
understand?
10 million? You think people aren't going to notice this person all of a sudden or something and they're not going to
But
leak
she's
it
a
for something
highfalutin
else?
hoe.
I mean, what?
She's a highfalutin hoe.
Yeah.
Right? Like she
Yeah,
comes
for
from
sure.
money
So
because
she
like
could-
you're in the
yeah.
same
But-
spaces as Shannon Sharp. But then
Yeah.
Well,
But then
also
you're a
these
hot
girls,
chick, so it doesn't really matter.
No, these girls, they get on like Instagram and stuff and they seek this out. Well, it's also like, or they, these hoes, they try to find their ways in
Sounds
to any of it.
exhausting.
It does sound exhausting, but it sounds.
it's exhausting if you got nothing else to do. I mean, unless you got nothing else to do, which
Sure.
they don't.
Yeah.
Like, imagine
But
like being
These guys
like,
are dumb. These guys are dumb. Buy her a Birkin and then never talk to her again.
Yeah.
Then ghost her and then change phone numbers.
Yeah.
buy her Birkin. But I think he was looking for like
It's way cheaper. Than
Way
than
cheaper.
10
Damn, what's going on
million.
now?
Bro, I
Than
always,
10 million.
I'm like, buy a Birkin, shut him up.
that's why Derek.
What is
did
that? 16 grand? Something like
Yeah.
16 grand. I mean,
Roughly
it's
about.
not. It's not
sometimes
worth the
they
lawyer
go-
fees
no,
he's paying now.
They go 12 to 23 and higher.
that? Yeah.
Damn, bro. But I think that girl, she. Now it was interesting to deny $10 million. In my head, I'm like, oh, she got something crazy in the chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denying
It's
10
like poker.
million?
To go for 50. She said, no, I'm going to go for
It's like
50.
poker. I'm not folding
his
yet.
Job. He
I
lost
could
his
win.
job at ESPN, so I guess she's getting nothing.
No. ESPN wasn't even the bulk of his money.
What do you think it is?
No, it's his podcast.
show?
He's killing
Yeah.
it. He
Yeah,
was
I
killing it,
believe
and he
that.
was about to sign a $100 million deal.
There you
Yeah.
go.
He was about to sign a $100 million deal, and like clockwork, that lawsuit drops. Now, the lawyer she hired, though, I'm like, that's a dumb
is it?
hire. That's not a smart one.
That's
I wouldn't
exactly
have
why
hired
I'm
him.
having NDAs now.
A specific lawyer or
Yeah,
just having a
specific
lawyer? Who
no,
is
that
it?
specific lawyer. I don't
Alan
remember his
Dershowitz?
name. Huh?
Was it Alan Dershowitz?
Yes.
Who's that?
That's the guy that tried to
Alan
get Jay-Z.
Dershowitz.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I think that's his name, right? I could be wrong.
I'm like, if this is the same person, that I'm guessing was Trump's.
Oh, no.
No?
No, I don't think so.
This guy.
Was that him? Was that him?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'll look up if that's his lawyer.
Look
Well-
up the lawyer suing
Shannon
Shannon Sharp.
Well, here we go. 21-year-old OF model. OnlyFans, sure. Okay, model. who is accusing Shannon Sharpe of sexual assault, has released a horrifying phone call where Shannon says he'll choke her in public. All right, Kate.
Ooh.
Here we go.
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Oh, that's a whore's voice.
It sounds like me. What are you talking about?
Come on.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
What?
What?
He say daddy? He calling her daddy?
He said, don't worry
Call her
about it.
daddy. Like the podcast.
No.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Oh my God, this is such an old man with a young girl.
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
She got him.
Yeah. I might choke you in public.
Nah, can I,
No,
pause,
she
press
set
pause.
him up. She set him
She
up.
set him
She set him
up.
up.
She
She
set
set
him
him up.
up.
She set him up. She
She
set him
set him
up.
up.
We are the judge and the jury right now.
I got your small white woman.
Okay, that was fucking crazy. That seems like he was reading a cue card.
Look, Shannon.
Why is she saying that?
Not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
I have so many questions. You said outside. I don't know what to believe anymore. Something like that. I don't
Yeah,
believe
I don't
anything
know, I
anymore.
don't-
I don't know if I
Can I
fucking.
tell you something? Vince McMahon said something, or somebody said something about Vince McMahon
Yeah.
that I would never forget, and it really ruined my life the last 5 years. Not ruined it, but like it's really put things. Everything is wrestling.
Yeah, everything's wrestling.
Everything is wrestling. Everything's a shoot. Everything's a fucking act. I'm listening to this now, and I'm like, maybe Shannon wanted out of ESPN.
Yeah.
Maybe
No, he just sounds like a dumb dude who's
he
like.
does sound like a guy with
like-
CTE.
Yeah. he's-
No.
Maybe. Maybe.
And a little porn addiction, probably.
Of course.
Of course. If he probably saw the OnlyFans or
Why
whatever.
does she
it's all
sound like
these
she's
things.
in bed?
She is in
Because
bed.
she is in bed because this is all, she's not
Oh.
actually upset. She's just talking into the phone. And then
Also-
people are saying, why the pauses? It's like, it's probably on WhatsApp or whatever.
Or,
Right.
What's that? That's crazy work. But like,
know.
I think that it was it's a kink situation. So she's
Yeah, for
into
sure.
being a bad girl.
Yeah,
Right.
for
He's
sure.
into being daddy.
Right.
And right now he's like,
And
yo,
sometimes there's a level of
Daddy
choking
might,
involved.
Daddy might do
Daddy
something.
might
in
do something.
public.
Yeah.
So that's the way I heard it the
I heard
first
it
time
that
I
way.
heard it.
We went to a collaring.
We talked.
saw
I made
it.
him watch the episode
sorry.
before he came in here. He goes, "Are there
You
any?"
didn't make me. You asked.
He said,
I thought
"Is
you were
there-"
going to say the video that Max took.
No, that's funny. You can show him that after.
Oh, hilarious.
Kevin said, are there any like episodes that you recommend to like get prepared for the show?" And I go, "We reference this one all the time, and it was Color Me Crazy."
Yes.
Color me crazy.
Color
So
me
I have
crazy.
I have a little bit of questions about that.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
Weppy, weppy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So-
Relevant.
Yes. Super relevant.
Super,
Super.
relevant.
Now, how? I don't want because this is your family.
Yeah.
I know. I heard the episode. She didn't want no family in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh no, not she. It was your boy cousin.
No, it was her.
her. She
Oh,
was
I
the
must
wife.
have heard it wrong. Okay. So she didn't want no family in that motherfucker,
No.
right? And I don't want to be disrespectful or nothing like that. You know my heart. I
Yeah,
am not
of
like
course.
that. Is she an attractive woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was ugly. In my head, in my head,
no.
I assumed she was ugly.
Honestly,
Oh my God, I
as
didn't
much as
know
we
how.
don't like what's his name, I'm not gonna say his name,
Not
but it
gonna
doesn't
say
matter.
Daddy's
They're
name.
both hot.
They're both hot.
They were both hot.
Okay.
I thought he was hot.
Oh, yeah, I know you did.
Damn.
He was-
I'd
he
like
was
to see
fit.
He was fit.
He's
okay.
not. He was not my type. He tried stand up before, and then he did
Oof.
15 minutes at the reception.
He-
so,
Mom?
Yeah.
oh, bombed. I have
mean-
the video.
Oh.
There was some polite laughter
Oh, the
because
polite
he was
laughter.
holding
it
us
was because,
hostage.
It was because Max and I couldn't stop giggling because we took mushrooms and peaked immediately as
Yeah.
it started.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We thought you watched the episode.
No,
yeah,
I got
this
30
was-
minutes in,
That's,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
and then I had to work.
That's fair.
I'm
Okay.
so glad
Oh.
that's what I sent you.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yo, but then
Yeah, she's beautiful.
other thing
I
that
want to say
surprised
she's beautiful
me-
because we look alike.
okay. The other thing that surprised me was she was being collared.
Yeah, he said
Yes.
he had seen. Usually, it's like the guy being
guy
walked
being-
around on a.
There was one
leash.
guy who was walked around on a
There
leash
was a
that
guy
night.
being walked around on a leash.
He was
I
getting
forgot
walked-
about that.
Oh, I couldn't because I was like the stairs.
I
Now,
forgot
was this
about
like a-
that. on his knees?
Was this like was there anime involved by chance?
No.
Really?
And
Okay.
I asked
and no
if it was
furry
furry
stuff.
involved
No
too,
furry stuff.
and there were no
No
furries.
No.
And no
I
animes.
thought for sure because the only time I seen, I saw a dude in the army. When I was in the army, there was a guy. He was a big weirdo. I thought he was a big weirdo. He always had trans girls coming in and out of his room. And this is the Army in 2014. We were.
It was
Wow,
touchy.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something right
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna give us credit. We just poke fun. That's all we did.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
We poked fun at him because he was a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not because he was messing with trans chicks.
Yeah.
He was just like
was weird in all
He was
sorts
a
of ways.
weirdo.
He was just a weirdo.
Just
like,
a weirdo. Just a weirdo.
You know,
Yeah,
the weirdos
that's
with the
fine.
good jaw lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. Yeah.
but-
Look at Natalie. She just got excited.
so
Yeah.
so
My
he
dad.
one day came to the chow hall with a chain and a buckle.
Right.
Stop.
And I'm looking at him. I'm like, we all just staring a hole in him. I'm like, what the fuck? And immediately, as I'm listening to the episode, I was like, oh, he
Oh,
was.
yeah, he got
He was
collared.
collared.
He
He
was
got
collared.
collared.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah,
collared.
yeah.
Collar him crazy. That's what he did.
Collared.
So were these trans women paid?
No.
They were just
No, but
chicks
they were
that he was
wilding, though,
fucking around
because-
with.
Where were you at?
I was in Washington, D.C., Virginia area.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
So
the
they
first
weren't
time as a
hookers.
grown man.
They were just chicks that he like.
No, they were
callers.
definitely just, they were like into like whatever they were into.
Got it.
And but here's the thing though, it is a wild thing to bring them on base.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, but I've seen crazy stuff on base. Like I remember one time, my first week there,
Can we make it less cold in here?
it's like a dorm. It feels good to me, but I'm a big boy.
I'll just make the fan down, but the temp will stay cold.
Continue.
I remember like being in the dorm, like it's like dorms when you first get to your duty
Right.
station.
Yeah.
And they're like acclimating you to wherever you at. And I remember like the first weekend there, my boys brought back like 2 midgets. And they were all
Men,
running around.
women?
Women.
Women?
And they were running around the barracks sucking
Oh my God.
army dudes' dicks.
No
and, like,
way. Standing up.
Standing up.
That's
And
awesome.
it was a wild time for me. I was like, yo, what is this? I thought the army was serious.
Yeah.
And it is when it's
That's
serious,
so
but
fucking
when it's
funny.
not. So I was
2014
see
we
crazy
didn't
shit.
have
Work
a lot
hard,
going
play
on.
hard. You're so
Work hard.
stressed out when you're stressed out that you're like, we're gonna do whack shit when we're off the clock.
You know those Shane Gillis, how they show the shit about him drinking like 30 beers on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Yo, I only saw these boys will have 70, 80, 90 lights
I can believe it.
in a row, like non
Yeah,
believe
I
it.
believe that. That's. I mean, it's
I can
scary.
see why those.
but I believe it.
It was a
PTSD.
wild time.
Yeah.
But then when as soon as I heard collared, I was like, oh, I
That's
thought about
what
that
he
guy
did.
immediately.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing now.
I wonder that
Oh,
too.
he's probably he probably re-enlisted.
Really?
He's on a list. Oh, he's probably on a list.
He's probably on
Enlisted and on a list.
He's
Yeah.
re-enlisted. He's in Japan right now.
living his best
Living
life. He's
his
like,
best-
send me to Japan,
Oh,
Send me to
please.
God.
Japan.
Please.
Where there's women with dicks dressed as
yeah.
Hatsune Miku.
What about Thailand?
Thailand.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the new White Lotus.
I almost went to Thailand.
Why, you trying
last
to get
year. Nah.
a lady
A
boy?
lady boy.
No. I was offered like a
$10 million by Shannon Sharp?
Are you single?
I'm
Or
seeing
prefer not to say?
I'm seeing I'm
Oh.
seeing someone,
Oh.
but we're not. I mean, I don't know what I am right now. I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
And I
Spicy.
think
Quest-
that's okay.
Not question. What are the? It's complicated.
No, it's not even complicated. We just getting to
It's
know
just
each
not
other.
a name.
I like that.
I like that, too.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I used to
but-
say
That's a
goofy
stern
shit like
answer.
that. No, not to be mean, but like I used to say goofy shit like that about Mike.
Oh,
That's cute.
I used to say that about him. People would be like, "What are you?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. We're figuring it out."
we figured it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I'm super calm because I got my ass eaten for like an hour today. So
Let's
Incredible. I know who
go.
it was. I know exactly who it was.
I
I only allow people who I don't respect to do that.
that's gangster.
That's crazy.
I know a
kinda-
guy doesn't respect me if he puts me on the bottom for 69, and I
That's
don't respect
so
a guy.
brutal. You're
Hold
so
up,
tiny.
Hold up. Yo, you are tiny. You got what?
If a
Do you
guy will
enjoy
put
it?
me on the bottom for no, I don't.
So why do you do it?
I'm saying
even like it
I've
being on
only
the
had
top.
that. I've only had that happen once, and I said, "This guy doesn't respect me."
Yeah.
I let this guy eat my ass because I don't respect him.
Yeah.
Respect.
So when I, was in
Wait,
the shower
you only-
afterwards,
'cause
I
I-
thought about
If
it.
I'm really into a girl, I'm gonna spread her cheeks and put my tongue in her butt.
Yeah.
But like I'm like if
Bars.
it's like a sexual, like you know what I mean? Like, you know
Yeah,
when
Well,
you just, when you just
that's
want somebody.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so but I would hate to feel like if this girl doesn't respect me, that shit will hurt my heart. Even if I don't like her like that, that shit will hurt my heart.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm a softie sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 33. Like I'm different now. Like my estrogen is rising.
You're not wrong.
It's rising and
I'm
it's
29
crazy. You're
and I'm still
29?
mean.
yeah, yeah. I
I'm
don't.
29. I'll
I'm gonna
never
be
learn.
28 in a couple weeks.
28.
Yes.
Oh my God, yo,
Yeah.
yo, that's crazy.
Crazy,
son.
right?
Yes.
I'm about to be 34 in a couple of weeks too.
Wow.
Yeah, spooky hours because it's I got to get my shit together as a
There's
man.
so many Kevin isms that I still say, and
Spooky?
spooky hours is one of them.
yeah.
One of them is, and you didn't even notice this when it happened. On Doped Up and Dying once, you said Jamaican beef patties instead of Jamaican beef patties. And I still think about that, and I still say it that way. Jamaican beef patties. And the only reason I absorbed it was because I cut it into a clip.
Oh, that's
So I had to listen to it over and over again. And there's one more. Oh, I say mad disrespectful
That's
a lot.
mad disrespectful.
And I
That's
think
mad
of you every time I say it.
Let's
Yeah.
go, son.
That's a real one. But making beef patties is like a goofy thing.
Yeah.
But you used to say mad disrespectful a lot, and I think about it.
Yo,
You do say that.
I have some Kevinisms that
I have a Kevinism I know.
What's that?
You said to me to describe my ex, to describe Mac, you were like, you mean the guy who's always like,
Yo. Yeah, I don't mean to be disrespectful.
no, I
bro.
told him that. He started laughing. He thought he was like, yeah, he was like, that's so accurate. He's like, that's mad funny.
That's so funny.
Yo,
That's
bro.
really good.
Yeah, right now I'm I'm seeing this girl, and it's interesting because like I told myself in the beginning of this year, like I'm not gonna get into anything. I need to get my life.
That's when you
together.
get into things.
Yeah.
When you say you're not going to.
Bro,
Yes.
I lost.
If you were trying really hard, you'd get nothing.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. I mean, I'm never trying really hard to get women.
You're just that cool. You're
Yeah.
that good.
I don't know if I'm that good. Women just tend to like me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's none of
They
my
trust you
It's
at
none of
first.
my business
We
why
like
women
you.
like
We
me.
like you.
Thank you, and I appreciate that motherfuckers. You know what it is? I just don't. I don't lead with sex. I don't like leading with sex at all. That shit is embarrassing.
I lead with the sex.
Yeah.
No,
Sex
I
up-
like when women do that, but I don't like leading with sex because like I'm self-conscious. Like what
Dudes
if a bitch thinks I'm ugly?
So
No.
dudes tend to lead with sex and women tend to not, and you guys both are, like even it. You know,
I lead
by
right. I'm
doing
like,
that.
does your daughter want this shirt?
Yo, that was,
She want this one right now?
This one? I'll take it off.
oh my god.
Exactly.
Bro. How y'all
Yeah.
enjoying
Like,
life
you
right
have-
now?
Good.
Good.
Good. Fuck
It's
yeah.
it's fine.
Fine. My money's on the upswing.
Let's
here,
go.
we need-
I mean, from scraping the bottom of the barrel, it's on the upswing. It's
Hey.
like I paid my taxes. I had to put a bunch of money into my fucking car.
Motherfuckers paying
Yeah,
taxes
I got
and
rejected from
cars?
Cha Cha Matcha, so I'm still here. If anyone wants to
So-
hire me, Venmo me,
So
whatever.
here's what happened.
Would you be a nanny?
Yeah, I've like
should apply
nannied
for that.
before.
You should do that.
yeah,
I know.
You'll make
I've-
good money.
You
I
can't
know.
drive though, or you
I
don't
know
have a
I
car.
can't drive.
Do it in New
I
York.
can drive. I know, but
What?
Do it in New York.
my only
guess.
thing with nannying is like the last kid that I had, he was like 7 and still in the fucking stroller, and I was just like,
Oof.
I lost it.
Mm.
And I love weed.
Well, you can't smoke while
I
being
guess
a
I
nanny.
can't like be around the kind of like.
Yeah.
No, I guess I would do it. I'm like applying to high schools to work at, but I'm like, oh, I can't smoke weed in front
Wait,
of
do you have your
little
degree?
kids. No,
Do you not have your degree? Are you lying to me? I can't tell.
I don't have my college degree.
But how can you be a substitute teacher?
Yeah, apparently
Substitutes,
didn't
they
know-
don't care.
Yeah.
You just can't be a main teacher.
Yeah.
You can't be like a lead teacher.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm applying tomorrow.
Actually, wait. That's. I actually don't think it's like that in New Jersey. I'm thinking of when I was in between jobs and someone said I should apply to be a substitute, and I'm like, I don't have a teaching degree, and they go, as long as you have a degree.
I think you have to have a degree.
No, I don't think you have to have a degree.
I think that's new. Because
I don't
It
think
might
you
be
have to.
new.
there's a
It might be new.
shortage. There's such a shortage.
Yeah, there is a shortage.
There's such a crazy
That's why I'm
shortage.
And
listed.
every teacher that I know is like, I'm this close to quitting. They're all like preschool,
all very
young
upset.
Give
teachers.
them 70. Why aren't we giving these people
Yeah.
70 to 80 grand a year?
Makes no sense. Makes
keep them.
no
to
sense.
start.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
not 5 years from now.
Yeah.
To start.
Yeah.
This is the most. It is so thankless. It is. You're not just dealing with children. You're dealing with other
Parents.
parents who love and will defend it. This is a new set of parents.
Yeah.
The parents that defend their children.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you lose your personality as an adult
Yeah.
because you're always around children. You ever chill with a teacher?
Yeah, my roommate's a preschool teacher, so they don't talk that much.
How annoying could that be?
Yeah.
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 is annoying.
She's not annoying, but she's
the-
this close to quitting at all
Preschool's
times.
different though to me, because preschool, you don't really gotta give a fuck that much.
No, they're tiny tots.
No,
It's
no,
like
you
she's
treat her
dealing with a
well.
lot of the one thing that she's dealing with the most is that there's this one kid who's clearly autistic and the mom refuses to see it.
Oh.
Which is hard, right? It's sad.
That is
Nah,
sad.
I'm gonna be real with you though.
And I saw this
Nah,
kid and I
just-
went,
You,
he's
okay.
fucking autistic.
I believe your judgment, but I remember this teacher fucked up my brother for telling my mom some why? Because my mom is, and then I was too young to I was just starting to have my own thoughts, but I remember she told, and she was probably right. My brother needed to be on something, but she was like, "Yo, I can't deal with him. You need to put him on Ritalin." And she, maybe I'm looking for an excuse as to why my brother's life went the way it went.
Sure.
But it's without a shadow of a doubt in my head, that was one of them things. That
Downturn points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you don't know what the fuck. He was on some, he wasn't on Ritalin, he was on some other shit. Some Contra, some shit with a C.
Yeah.
It's all
I'm
just
gonna
math.
smack that bitch
It's all
today.
just math, yeah.
Yeah, it's all math.
I'm gonna smack the fuck out of her today. Because my brother used to be the happiest go lucky person in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
All he was a little hyper, which motherfucker,
All
he's
kids
All
7.
are.
kids.
Yeah.
He's 7. This is
Yeah.
your job, bitch. Get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not like that. This is like a kid who is 3 who's not hitting the milestones that the other kids are hitting.
It's probably something in the water.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever he was just talking about. Yeah, poops himself every day, even though
Poops
they're
himself
all
every day.
supposed to be
Yeah.
like potty trained
How old
and
is
like
he?
3 or 4. But like none of the other, like every day, one of the requirements to get in is like if you hit the 3s, you're potty trained, and this kid is shitting himself every day, and the mom refuses to put him in pull-ups.
This feels like abuse. I feel like we should just call CPA.
It's and then they're like,
What is it?
Yes.
CPS.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, maybe I'll trim some of this, but was like. I saw a video. And he's like flapping, like he's doing the autism stuff. My brother's fucking autistic as hell. The flapping, the
That's
doing
total
this
talk.
with like cups over his ears and stuff. Like he's autistic.
He's stemming.
Stimming. Yeah, exactly.
Stimming.
And the mom is like, I'm a social worker, and you know he's normal for his age, and the rest of them are like, we got 10 other kids. No, he's not.
Damn.
He's not doing what the other kids are
Wow.
doing. You know?
That's such a difference from like how it usually is these days. Now,
Yeah.
Where everyone's just like, yep.
Right. No, I
Yo.
think that kids who are older go, I'm autistic. I think parents are still going, my child is fine. You know?
Because then that's a level of responsibility. You're like, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah,
It's
it's true.
hard. I think about that all the time. I'm going to be the responsible for my brother someday.
Yeah, remember I asked you that?
Yeah.
And you were like, nobody's ever asked me that. And I was like, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
shit. Wait up. Did you break down crying afterwards? 'Cause-
No. It was just like a
Oh my
situation.
God.
We were hanging
I
out.
would fucking scream.
No, we were hanging
No.
out. This is not on air. We were just hanging out. She goes, "Is your brother gonna like live with you? Like you're married someday? Is he gonna live with you?" I go, "I have no idea." I go, "He's in a program, like a day program for special needs adults right now, which is awesome. I just saw him do like his spring concert or whatever, and that was great." But like,
Is
yeah,
he high
theoretically,
functioning? Or is he like, no?
not really.
Okay.
He's not low functioning either. I've seen worse and I've seen
He can
better.
put on a shirt.
He can put on a shirt. He showers by himself. He can cook if he's supervised. But I wouldn't trust him to make food if no one was home.
Man, I used to work with this company.
He'll never be able to drive.
I mean, there's a lot of people that shouldn't be driving anyway. So
That's fair.
I worked for this company called Young Adult Institute when I was younger. When I was like 19, I should never work for that company. Like, but they didn't have money to hire people, so they had to hire teenagers.
Teenagers, yeah.
And I used to show up to people's homes, and like you could be anywhere from Down syndrome level 1, or like you have
Like cerebral palsy.
it used to be called Asperger's, but now
Oh
it's,
yeah,
Yeah.
autism, like light autism.
so Asperger's.
Social autism.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy to me because, I think the first Asperger people I've ever met were people who weren't hit
Oh yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah.
I wasn't hit as a kid.
I mean, neither
And
was
you know
I.
what? Guess who you no.
Neither was I, but I get exactly what you mean, and I have a story about this. But finish that.
So like, I remember like looking at this kid and like I would go to their house, and the mom and dad were Puerto Ricans. And I went to the Bronx.
Surprising.
Yeah. And they didn't hit their kid.
Right.
So he comes up to me, he goes, yo, these are the 5 rules that, like, for real, unless you want him to, like, act insane,
Right.
do not do. Do not touch anything in his room. Do not, like, if he's going to put on a T-shirt, make sure there's no tag on it and some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I'm listening to him. I bet. But I'm looking at him, I'm talking to him, and I'm like, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm, like, shooting the shit with him.
Right.
I'm like, yo, let me play with your toy. And he goes, go ahead. And we start playing with his toy. I'm like, yo, you know your dad said I can't touch this shit?
Yeah.
He said, for real?
It's funny.
He was like 12 years old. I was like, oh, you're not. Maybe he is.
Right.
not a
But
doctor,
maybe he got a
but I'm
sense of
like-
humor.
Bruh, I would love
That's
to know where he is
funny.
today.
That's funny.
That's
Good for
crazy.
him. That made me think of and just now as I thought of it, I'm like, I should dig that out. There was an essay I wrote for school, and this was college, so it was like creative writing. It was not like an academic essay in any regard, that I wrote about my brother. That was like, there were a whole bunch of points, but in general, it was about my brother. And I remember hanging out with my family once, and this was in the story, that my aunt was talking about her friend's kid that has Asperger's, who's annoying as fuck. And she was just talking about how fucking annoying this kid is. And my brother's there, and I don't remember the details, but it was basically like, it's almost as if he's only not annoying because he doesn't talk. It's like,
Your brother?
Yeah, it's almost like everyone's like, if he talked, he'd probably be annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
But cool that he doesn't, you know?
Yo, how lucky are you? Your brother doesn't
Right,
talk.
right,
What a
exactly.
shit.
Like, they never said that, but I, like, took a step back and I went, oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, those other autistic kids suck. This one's all right,
This
though.
is all right, though.
Yeah.
He keeps his mouth, his trap shut.
Exactly.
It's a hard
So this is,
truth.
That's hot.
This is That's Hot.
What's some shit that you doing that's hot right now?
That's hot right now.
I'm planning a fun birthday party.
Word?
I'm planning a party.
A party where?
My house, in my apartment in
Jersey?
Jersey, yeah.
Okay.
I'm inviting everyone on the fucking planet, and you can come if you want. I can't imagine you're gonna make it to Jersey, so
I'm
I
not coming.
I'm
exactly.
gonna go. We can go to
She's
Jersey.
going.
You drive? You don't drive.
No. Oh,
I,
we have to invite somebody that drives. Oh.
There you go. Who do you know that drives?
Ass eater.
Oh my God. Am I fun?
So I'm gonna know who he is. Do I know
Oh
who
yeah,
he is?
you know who he is.
Okay.
You know him. It's a fancy cocktail party. So I
What?
said on the invite, I go dress a little fancy.
I like that.
I'm getting like, I mean, if I wasn't inviting 30
Do me a
people, I
favor,
would
though.
use real glasses.
Do me a favor. Can you tell people make sure your feet are done and you wear deodorant because it's
Yeah.
gonna be hot and just
So
out of
true.
precaution. We know a lot of
100%.
comics, so a lot of them are gonna come from shows.
She was like friends from home.
Oh,
She has
okay.
like real friends.
Oh, real friends, real
No,
friends,
no,
okay.
Yeah.
no.
The only people from work I'm inviting are Mike, Sabrina, Jorge and his girlfriend, and my friend Nicole, who you met.
Fresh
She's
socks,
not a
fresh
Yes.
socks,
fresh
everybody,
socks,
please.
fresh socks, yeah.
Keep 'em up-
Yes.
keep
Or
that in
keep
mind.
your shoes on.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't do the shoes by
I
the door.
mean,
I
I
like
figure
that. I
a lot
respect
of girls are gonna be in heels that they want to keep on, you know.
that. Okay.
I'll wear a nice
Okay.
sandal.
A
Yeah.
nice little wedge.
The
Yes.
little wedge, exactly.
A nice little wedge.
But I'm making punch. I'm making charcuterie board. Like it's gonna be,
Hey.
it's gonna be
Yes.
cute. It's gonna be fun. I remember seeing a video recently where, do you remember it was like a diet from the 70s. It's like the egg diet. That's
Yeah.
like lose 10 pounds in 5 days or
yeah,
3
I
days
saw
or
that
whatever.
shit.
This girl on YouTube who did it, but she also like dissected the woman's book who like that thing was in, and like she was like a feminist writer in a way that's like unconventional, where she was like,
Sure.
she was
I don't
like-
know what that meant.
she's like instead of being like, yeah, women and we have to take it back, she's like, society is pointed in men's favor, so women should like game the system as much as possible.
Oh,
and take advantage
that's
of
me.
them.
That's me.
Not to take advantage of them, but you get the idea. And I remember her saying in it, it was like, here's how you meet men. Host a cocktail party, make a pitcher of watered down martinis, invite as many single people as you can fit into your house.
Whoa.
That's not what I'm doing per se, but it's kind of what I'm doing.
Kind of what you're doing.
You know, a lot of them are couples. This is the first party where I've ever been like, bring your boyfriend, even if he's not a friend of mine. I'm like,
Oh,
bring
that's
a date,
sweet.
Yeah,
you know?
that's cute.
It's going to be fun.
Now you just got your ass ate for a whole hour straight. Like, you mean
That's
an hour
hot.
straight?
Like almost an hour.
Wow. Like
That's
and
pretty
he didn't do
hot.
nothing else?
No, No, he did other stuff.
Okay. But I got, like,
That would be
that
crazy.
would be insane. And then I'm
I'd
like,
have
you
been-
can leave.
you can leave.
Goodbye. That was great. Goodbye.
That was great.
Thank you.
I mean, you've been talking about getting your ass ate all episode. I've never once, and I've only had it happen once. I was like, you can just move to the front. That's fine. I'm like, you don't need to stay back there. You can
If
come
they
around
already
here.
did it, they have to stay back there.
I'm like,
That's
that's
the
a,
rule.
I mean, that's a good point.
That's the rule.
I'm like, rinse your mouth a little bit, but I'm like, this is not it was not doing anything
I
for
don't
me.
rinse
Is
my
the
mouth
point that I'm
before.
making.
I mean,
Good.
I don't rinse my mouth after I eat your ass. Here's the thing. That shit should be clean already.
You're right.
Yes.
Right?
But I think
I
you're
know it's
saying the
crazy.
same reason that you
I know you're
you don't
talking
go
about-
from butt to
Front-
front.
yes.
Butt to front. I understand because we don't want BV.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I get it. But we're in the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
True.
We're in the moment. And if you're doing it good enough, you're really not thinking about that shit.
That's
yeah,
true.
I agree. But I'm just saying it doesn't do anything for me.
I just started, in the last 2 years, I just started washing my hands before
Putting
playing.
it in.
Oh
a
my God. I
check.
always make guys do that shit.
Well, especially after the pandemic, right? Before the pandemic,
Nah.
we weren't. Nobody was really thinking about. No girl ever said go wash your hands.
Oh my God. I always tell guys to go wash their
Without
hands.
Now I go.
I'm in a
Now
relationship,
I
so
gotta
I feel
tell
like that's
girls.
different.
I gotta be like, yo, hold on. I was on the train. Let me go wash my hands. I gotta tell women this,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
which is crazy.
Yeah,
Because now
it
you're
does seem
now you're in
crazy.
your 30s and like
I'm just conscious about it.
like women are like
You know what this
whores
girl just
now.
told me?
What?
She goes, you know, you're the first guy that I've never gotten a yeast infection with. And I was like, yeah, bitch.
Yes.
Because I'm
Oh,
gonna keep it
Help
clean.
her.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
keep it. No, because what it is you get in the moment and these motherfuckers is
yeah,
fingering you
crazy.
with their train hands.
Yeah. ugh.
with their
Yeah.
train hands. The hand they shook everybody
Yeah.
at Gas Digital Studios
Oh God.
Not
You understand?
here.
Yes, not here.
with. You cannot just be fingering people. Like I don't want a girl calling me up like, did you give me something? Like, no, bitch.
I did not give you anything.
I didn't give you anything.
Also, you can't prove
No.
that it was you get yeast infections for all sorts of reasons.
Guys always
no,
say
no.
you can't, but you usually know what guy like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, but it's like you could also get a yeast infection from nobody, and you got
For
it from
sure.
something else.
Sure,
That's
being
true.
a dirty,
I got
dirty
one
bitch.
yeast infection. Once
Really?
myself on my balls.
Yo,
wow.
that's
I-
awful.
I tell you how it happened. It was in the army,
Uh-huh.
and my girlfriend was coming, and I'm like, I gotta clean up. Like,
Yeah.
Midget.
I haven't shaved, and
It's funny.
I didn't. At the time, I never cheated on somebody, so I was like, I haven't. I was keeping it. Like, it would look like your
Yeah.
hair, right? So I
Wild.
shaved it, and I did a clean shave,
Too close.
razor, and then I had to go on a run.
No.
Ooh.
And yo, let me tell you something.
Burned.
My balls. It was like a burn victim.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I believe that.
You know what fixed it?
What's
They didn't
that?
go to the hospital. They didn't do it. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared
do?
Yeah.
because it was like if I went like this, if I like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean
That's
to touch
okay.
you,
I
but
don't
like
give a fuck.
I don't know how to describe this. It was like if your skin had wax, became wax. You know when you put glue on your hands,
Yes.
right?
That's awful.
And it was peeling, but it was hurting with each peel,
Nightmare.
right?
Fucking
Oh
nightmare.
my God.
You know what saved me?
What's
I
that?
can't believe this is real, and this is 100% a true story. Cocoa butter.
Wow.
I
Okay.
put cocoa butter on my balls within 12 hours. Gone.
Thank
You
God.
hear that, everybody? You
Use
take
it.
that home.
Use it.
I wouldn't trust that
Buy
on your
it.
vagina.
No, certainly not
no,
inside.
No, no.
Now, I really don't know if that was a yeast infection, but it was definitely something.
It might have
Yeah,
been just
sounds-
some bad case of razor burn.
Sounds more like
But
you,
the
like,
wax
had
thing
your
is
balls
crazy.
sick.
The
Yeah,
waxy
wax
thing is crazy.
When I tell you I couldn't take a step without it crunching and literally stopping me in my tracks.
Yeah,
Wow.
Now that's hot.
that's hot. We should wrap. You want to move to Patreon?
Yeah, we're gonna move to Patreon. Plugs up our assholes. Fun stuff. Nat.
Me first, Natalie DeCicco edits on Instagram, DECICCO_edits. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube and subscribe to Gas Digital Now on YouTube. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers.
Let's
If we
go.
do, we're gonna do a no holds barred, no questions avoided Q&A live on Gas Digital. So yeah, help me out there.
Hello. Hello. Hell yes.
Hello.
Hello. I'm passing it to Kevin, and then I'll do plugs. Sure. Kevin.
Kevin Sanchez, valid on Instagram.
I'm glad you kept that one. 'cause
Yeah.
you were hopping around.
I was
from a
hopping
few.
around, bro. I didn't know what to do. And then I think Kevin Sanchez valid also on YouTube. And I'm about to start cooking, bro. I'm about to start. I got this
Yeah.
little.
He's in the
this-
kitchen.
This little show that I'm trying to come up. I'm not. I can't. It's called Are You Adoptable?
I love it.
Oh.
It's funny.
Yeah, and I just I'm gonna interview some people and ask some really simple questions.
I like it.
And,
love that. I
I'm
don't
gonna
have a dad. I'm
I'm-
in.
I'm gonna see if you will, if because in my world, I had to convince my mom to adopt me and my brothers. So I want to know if other people could have.
Done the same
Could've
thing.
been
It's like,
adopted.
are you smarter than a
Wow.
5th grader?
Yeah, well, it's way more intense.
Right. But I mean, like the game of it
The game
is
of
like
it.
that. It's like, I did this. Can you do it?
Can you do this?
Yeah.
So I wanna see, and I wanna talk to other adopted kids and all,
I love
all
this
the
idea.
foster kids.
That's
I wanna have fun
awesome.
with this.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Where will that
Kevin
be?
Sanchez ENT and on my YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
Hell yeah. For me, funny
Sorry,
girl
Kevin
with
Sanchez
tits.
valid. My bad.
Oh yes, that's valid.
Valid, big valid.
Funny girl with tits on everything. Funny girl W tits on X or whatever. But subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. We're like so close to 1,400. Like
Let's
we are
go.
literally teetering every day
Yeah.
on 2 subscribers.
They keep subscribing.
I just
and
subscribed
subscribing.
today.
Oh,
Subscribe
yeah,
today.
incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
We might be there.
We might almost be there, but subscribe. Sign up for the Patreon. You get a bonus episode every single week. Patreon.com/funnygirlwithtits. Pick a tier today. It only starts at $1. We want to go to Beyonce and Charlie XCX this week. So subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah. That's our fund.
That's our fun fund.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I think that's it. Bye.
Thank
Love
you guys.